Bilgehan Ozturk is a researcher with the SETA Foundation. He joins us now live from the Turkish capital. Thanks for being with us. Tell us what you can about the progress collectively made in these past two operations. I mean, how much have Turkish special forces really been able to eliminate the forces that are working out of northern Iraq?
It has not been revealed by the official authorities yet, the numbers, the figures of the eliminated or the neutralized targets. But I believe, I assume that it must be high, because in terms of the scale of the forces that were deployed, be it in the form of troops or in the form of air assets. So this is the huge scale of power that is being projected in the area. So I'm assuming that the numbers, the figures of the neutralized elements of PKK should be really high, because the shelters are being targeted, the bunkers are being targeted. The training camps are being targeted. So it is really likely that the number is high, and also the logistical routes are being targeted. That adds to a lot of that adds to a huge sum of targets.
Okay, help us understand, if you can, I mean, the dynamics of the PKK's presence in northern Iraq. Just how pervasive is it, and how important is the KRG's cooperation with Turkey in eliminating their presence there?
It is obvious that PKK is exploiting or abusing a vacuum of power in the area, because it is part of the problem, part and parcel of the problem is the topography of the area and the geographical traits of the area, because it's highly mountainous area. The altitude is sometimes 3,000 meters high. It is impenetrable, to be honest. It is not within the capacity of KRG armed forces, the Peshmerga. It is not in the capacity of the Iraqi central government either. So this vacuum and the geographical trait of the area is the main reason why PKK can exploit the vacuum there. And it is on the side of the KRG's cooperation. I think it is quite important, because they have the intelligence assets. They have good relations with Turkey. I'm assuming that there is a good level of cooperation in terms of intelligence, but it has to be Turkey on the ground that is dealing with the PKK itself, because neither Iraqi central government nor KRG is capable to eliminate PKK threats.
Right, and I'd like to branch it out a little bit more. I mean, what about the position of the PKK or its YPG branch in northern Syria? Is there coordination between the northern Iraqi elements of the PKK and the Syrian elements, or are they completely separate and Turkey has to fight those battles onto completely separate grounds?
They are not separate, actually. They claim to be separate forces. That is playing into their discourse, branding YPG as a Syrian force, as a different separate force from PKK. But in reality, they are quite connected. All the commanders and senior figures of YPG are from northern Iraq. So there is a huge level of coordination and cooperation. And when we look at the profiles of foreign fighters of YPG, they all stopped by northern Iraq before joining the YPG ranks. So I believe it is very obvious that they are coordinated, they are linked to each other. But this doesn't mean that Turkey has to fight them together. The strategy or the tactic of fighting them might be separate, but Turkey is aware, and the fact that they are the same organization. But there are limits and also some obstacles to carry out the military operation to deal with PKK's branch in Syria because of the certain reasons. But northern Iraq is compared to Syrian theater, is a more permissive ground for Turkey's military intervention. So that is why this fight or the struggle against PKK is being conducted separately from the campaigns in Syrian theater.
Okay, Bilgehan Ozturk, we will leave it there. Thank you so much for that from Ankara.